Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the channel and welcome back to XDefiant. Season 1 is well underway. Of course, when the update went live, it broke a lot of aspects of the game, and what we're going to be talking about here today may very well have been one of those broken aspects that got fixed, but I'm telling you what, they should learn from this, and I definitely think they should implement more things like this moving forward as they go through the seasons of XDefiant and as new content gets released, because this kind of marketing, man, you can't buy this kind of marketing. How cool is this kind of stuff? So, when Season 1 dropped, of course, Mayday is one of the maps that's kind of polarizing within the game. Sometimes it's fun. I personally think it's good for domination. Team Deathmatch, it's a bit slow because it's a pretty big map, right? So I would say opinions are kind of mixed on the map itself, but when Season 1 dropped, this building here towards the back end of the plane started to glow a little bit. Ever since launch, this building had a whole bunch of numbers and codes and things like that all over it, which was interesting, but it's something that people run by a million times and really don't think too much of it. When Season 1 dropped, however, these icons all over the building were glowing, seeming to signify that there was something about the building itself. Not to mention, there's a restricted area keep out sign along with a metal door with a keypad next to it. So that really seemed to signify that there's something going on with this building. The map itself seemed to be updating over time, dynamically changing the map a little bit to kind of tease something with this building, with that door, with that keypad. But then it just went away, basically out of nowhere. Over the course of the past week or so, the building has been back to its normal self here, with all these spray paint and the codes not being lit up anymore. Now, there's a couple ways to look about this. We could look at it as simply it was a visual bug, because we've had a number of bugs so far with the XDefiant, so that's not outside the realm of possibility really whatsoever. We could also look at it as them actually deciding to tease something involving this building, and then they took it away, and perhaps something new is going to be coming with a future update. That would be pretty interesting. Or potentially number C, perhaps this is something that they have planned for the future, maybe getting closer to Season 2, they want to start teasing the new factions that are coming, maybe some of the new weapons or new features or whatever, and maybe they planned for this to be part of that teaser, but for some reason when Season 1 launched, that teaser went live a little bit early, and then they had to put through a hotfix to get rid of the teaser so that it's no longer lit up. I mean, there's any number of possibilities out there, frankly, but we do know that XDefiant does have a number of very interesting Easter eggs within the game itself, and I hope that they continue to do this, and I hope that over time, when new seasons are coming, when new content is being added, when new features are coming to the game, they should, in my opinion, dynamically update these maps as a way to tease that content, but also make the game feel a bit more alive, if you know what I mean. Like, make the game feel a bit more dynamic, make it feel like you're playing in a living world as compared to playing the same multiplayer maps over and over and over. I do hope that at some point that door gets opened. I hope that it does reveal something interesting for the future of XDefiant, and I hope that eventually we get private matches, for crying out loud, because I'm sure there are so many awesome Easter eggs and the hidden little references all over the maps, but it's hard to find them when you're playing game modes like Domination or Occupy and people are constantly shooting at you. XDefiant's a pretty fast-paced game after all, so it would be fun with private matches to be able to go through, stop and smell the roses, really take in the maps, and really try to find all those little hidden Easter eggs and references that they have, because of course this game is based on all of the Ubisoft IPs. They could put literally anything they want on these maps in terms of references and Easter eggs, and I hope that they do that going forward, because it just adds so much more to the game. I'm personally a big fan of looking for those little Easter eggs within video games, and XDefiant definitely has all the potential in the world to do exactly that. Over on Reddit, in fact, there's already a pretty cool Easter egg that I'm not sure many of you knew about, but here on Attica Heights, it's all over the map pretty much. It kind of just looks like gibberish, right? Just a bunch of scribbles. You see it on the statues, you see it on the plaques. Well, a guy on Reddit here by the name of Nebula Wolf posted this, saying that long story short, they were playing on Attica Heights and they noticed what looked like gibberish on the plaques and statues. After a little bit of digging, they thought it might be a Caesar cipher, wherever that is, I have no idea what that is, and they were right. And basically, they were able to decipher a message from the French Ubisoft developers, and the message reads as such. Keep in mind, it's a rough translation, but welcome to our beautiful Attica map. It's reimagined version of the iconic level Ghost Recon Phantoms. Ubisoft Sagune is proud to present this new iteration to you, and we hope that you will enjoy your game. And then they go on to list off the names of the developers that worked on the map itself. I love this kind of stuff. I love Easter eggs like this within video games, and it seems like XDefiant has a number of them, but again, without private matches, it's very difficult to find all of them, so fingers crossed that private match update comes through sooner rather than later. But of course, there's still a number of other things they need to update about the game and address about the game, so as always, I'll be here with you guys every step of the way as new updates come out and as more features get added. But for right now, that's it for this video here today. Going back to Mayday real quick though, I do hope that something happens with that building. What do you guys think they potentially are going to do with this, or do you just think it was a visual bug? Because I think that's also a very distinct possibility, but the fact that it only happened on Mayday, and the fact that it happened on that building that has the restricted access sign, the fact that it's got a big metal door, the fact that it's got a keypad right there. Like, it just really seems like they're going to tease something there. So what do you guys think about that? Leave your thoughts and feedback down there in the comments. Thank you all so much for listening, and I hope you guys all have a wonderful day.